Hey Jana, do you mind telling us a bit about yourself, where you're from, and what it's like to be an ER nurse?
I am from North Carolina. I have been an ER nurse for 14 years. I was ER travel nurse for 10 years. So I've worked in a lot of ERs, and it's never boring. It's a lot of high stress. It's a lot of high energy, a lot of use of critical thinking skills. It's not always necessarily like the best thing to do straight out of nursing school, because sometimes you haven't developed those critical thinking skills that help you with critical situations. I did it right out of nursing school, came right out of nursing school into the ER. It was a little stressful for a few years till I got my legs under me and got to where I felt experienced enough, like I don't feel like I'm gonna kill somebody because you've got people's lives in your hands.
Oh yes, of course. And what does it take to become an ER nurse? Like what type of
You can be an ER nurse in most emergency departments with a associate's degree of nursing. A lot of hospitals, especially your bigger universities and stuff, are going more towards bachelor's degrees. They used to actually let LPNs be in the ER many years ago, back when I started, and they don't do that anymore.
Oh wow.
But
Awesome. And what do we have here?
so this is our new IVs that we're using, the Diffusix. I've actually used these before. I actually like them for many reasons and dislike them for a couple, but they have a lot of advantages over regular IVs, and one of them is because you have it all in one. So your tubing is already connected to your needle and your hub, so that you don't have to disconnect and connect tubing, so you don't have that problem of losing your IV while you're trying to connect something and or bleeding everywhere. They're a little bit different than normal IVs or the old styles IVs, because they have this little area here, so most people are used to holding the IV and not having to move their fingers back and advance, but the all-in-one system is actually really nice.
Okay.
So do you want me to go over how to insert an IV, or just like
Yes, please.
So with IV insertion, you want to find your vein, be able to palpate your vein, check to make sure you have enough length between the next valve or bifurcation to slide off your catheter. You want to clean your site. You're going to, I always take this finger and put it down like this to give me that 45-degree angle, so that when you puncture, you have that where it's the right angle. When you get your flash, you can see the flash there, you can lay it down a little bit and just advance your catheter. And then when you pull back, you should be able to, let's see if I can get it, there you go. See your flash go all the way down the tubing.
And that would be the same for the hand and for the arm, the same thing?
Yes,
of course.
correct. Matter of fact, when I started using these, I was working in a pediatric trauma center, and I was using them on newborns.
Oh wow.
And so it was a learning curve, especially learning to do it on infants and babies.
For sure.
But once I got used to the new process and the new catheter, I really liked it so much better, because when you got a child that's moving a lot, it's so much easier to not have to stop and connect tubing to a hub. When it's all in one, you just slide it in and tape it down.
Oh my, yes. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jana.
You're so welcome.